What's up, y'all? So, I know it's been a minute since I dropped. Well, actually, it hasn't. It's only been a couple days. But, yeah, new video today, guys. I want to touch on the whole buy now, pay later thing, right? So, at the time of this video, like, recently, what do you call it? Klarna has said that, they've lost over $140 million. It may be billions, but... and people who have defaulted on loans. I'm gonna be real, guys. With this whole buy now, pay later ordeal, I highly advise, you guys use that stuff very strategically and skeptically. Now, before y'all, say anything in the comments, this is not financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. But the whole buy now, pay later, if you don't have money, it's geared towards people who don't necessarily have money, and it's geared to keep you forever in debt. Now, a lot of people, are running off because they can't afford, to pay back these particular loans that these companies are giving. But what a lot of people don't really do, a lot of people don't do their research on these companies that are backing these particular buy now, pay later lenders. If you look who Klarna is funded by, who Afterpay is funded by, Affirm is funded by, you're going to find big players in the games, big major banks that is pretty much hard for them to fail. So a lot of these particular institutions are, for the most part, if you default on your payment, they're going to sell evidently, most of these companies are going to sell your debt to a collection agency. And evidently, a lot of that stuff is going to hit your credit at some point. Now, don't get me wrong. I've done my research. Some of these companies actually won't report to your credit. But for all of you guys who are running off on Klarna, doing this, that, and the third, you guys are tripping, bro. Klarna will hit your credit. I know because I've used Klarna before, and while I was paying the balance down, I seen it on my credit report. Matter of fact, when I paid my balance off, my credit dropped. So Klarna definitely reports along with some other ones, but like a lot of people don't really do their research. So it's cool if you don't have money. People have been there. I've been there. I'm pretty sure everybody else has been there. But the biggest thing is you want to always protect your credit, especially if you don't have money. Because honestly, guys, if you don't have great credit and you don't have money, it's going to be very hard for you to get some money, brother. Just keep it real. It's going to be very, very hard. But if you have great credit, even if you got to make small payments here and there, you always want to protect your credit. Because, you always want to have the availability to go get more money and also keep your credit good and high until you actually get money, enough money to where it don't matter whether you have good credit or not. But evidently, guys, this is going to be cause a huge collapse in the economy, over the next 5 to 10 years. All of these people getting these loans that they can't pay back and they can't afford to pay back, and they don't have jobs to actually even help them pay down the debt. This is going to be, this is what I would say, in the next 10 to 20 years is going to separate the rich from the poor. There won't be no middle class. It's just going to be either you're really, really, really poor or you're really, really super duper rich. So I definitely think, a lot of you guys who are taking these buy now, pay later loans to definitely take heed and be strategic when you're using these particular platforms, because these systems are really designed to keep you forever indebted to them. And most of these companies don't care what you got going on. They're just trying to get paid. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. Be dropping more content. I'm dropping more real content this year. And also, guys, the Spain vlog is on the way, so be on the lookout for that. But like, subscribe, share. Yeah, peace.